Happy New Year! It's December 31st, 2016, and it won't be long before we're in a new year. And I hope that you're excited about the new things that are coming up in your life. And this past year's been kind of had ups and downs. We had deaths with close family and friends, and there's been struggles with that, but that's okay. God got us through it, and we're going into the new year, and hopefully we're successful than we've ever been. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you my journey and progress as I progress financially, spiritually, physically, all of them things that so many people make New Year's resolutions for. I'm thinking new month resolutions. I'm sorry about my dog in the background. He's seen probably the chickens. Let me take care of that for you, and I'll be right back. Stop that, baby. You jealous? Would you mind taking care of him?
He's already been out.
I'm videoing. So, I am back. I hope I wasn't gone too long. So, I've got a daily planner, which I encourage you to get some things you need for the new year. Make monthly resolutions because they're a little easier to achieve. Short-term goals. Break it down, make it manageable. Some things I'm doing, I'm going to start really tracking, get back into tracking what I've eaten because I haven't been doing that very well, and tracking my exercises. So that's something, and even my mileage I do, and my relationship goals too. So that's that. And I did not end this year as well as I was hoping. But that's okay. I'm not going to feel guilty or negative about it. Everyone has different things that go on that affect their results. And so my physique status, I ended the year this morning. Scale weight is not all important because my weight fluctuates depending on how much sodium and water I take in. So I've had not enough water and too much sodium in my diet, so it up and down, like I can gain 5 pounds or lose 5 pounds overnight just because of water weight. But if you must know my weight, I'm 166 this morning, and I had my body fat checked the other day, and that's slower moving, doesn't fluctuate as much. And here at the house, I use a BIA scale, bioelectrical impedance scale. Muscle, as you know about, if you know about electricity, it flows through water well, but fat it doesn't. So muscle contains mostly water. It's 70% water. So if you have a good amount of water in your diet, in your body, it will flow quickly and you'll read a lower body fat reading. And so it can change. You don't drink a lot of water right before you get on the scale because it's not going to give you a very accurate reading. So there's a lot of things that go into having those scales do your body fat. So I went and it read this morning 36% body fat, which is really high and unhealthy. 30 and above is not as very healthy. You really want to be 30 or below, between 20 and 30% body fat for health. Now I went yesterday and had a skin fold test done at the YMCA, and I don't know if you could see this, but she got me down at 31% body fat. That's my triceps got smaller, which is a good thing, and my quads kind of did too, but my abs gained more. I'm 38 inches in the waist and like 41 in the hips, and that's, we're going by health, not by looks. Looks is just might be an outcome, but because I've been overweight most of my life and everything, and genetics play a role in that. And the thing that affects your skin fold measurement from another professional is your if you have a lot of loose skin, which she said that my abs are mainly a lot of loose skin. That's just, she says the only thing that's going to help that is surgery, and I don't foresee that in my future. I'm not financially able to have surgery. So I'm just gonna trust God, take care of my body. It is our temple. We're supposed to take care of it. Try not to vandalize it or abuse it in any way, and just take care of yourself as best you can. So, but I did run a lot this past year. I might have gained some weight, and I've, body fat and all that. But, and she did say that that could have affected it too, because when you do so much cardio, you can burn muscle off too, and your body will use muscle as fuel, and that's not really what you want, but it does that, especially if you're like me. Maybe everybody's body is different, and some people do awesome. And I'm not going to give up running. I'm not saying I'm going to stop running altogether, but I ran my first half marathon this year, which, praise God, I did it because of God got me through it, and I couldn't do it without Him, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful that God helped me through that, and I did a lot of running. I accomplished running goals, which is a wonderful thing to do if that's something you want to accomplish. But here, at least for the January, I'm going to focus a lot more on strength training. I've signed up to do a program that's Jamie Eason's 12-week Live Fit Trainer thing, and she sends me an email. I get an email every week. The workouts are a lot shorter. Like, this first week has no cardio at all, which I love. It's intense, but it's short. I mean, first day was chest and triceps. I probably got that done in 15 minutes, but my chest the chest muscles felt it for like almost a whole week, So, yeah. So I'm going to change it up. So if you're into something that hasn't been working out and you haven't been seeing results, maybe it's time to change it up a little bit. Do something a little bit different. So I'm going to increase the strength training and follow her program as best I can to a T. And what I love too, other than that, it's really short and intense. It works like just 2 muscle groups a day. So your first day is chest and triceps. And it's just boom, boom, boom with chest and triceps, and you're done, but man, I felt it for days. I was like, wow, that really worked me. And let's see. So I accomplished the running this past year in 2016, and I got a tooth pulled. If you've watched any of my earlier videos, I think I mentioned that I had periodontal disease. I've had it since I was 20. But the teeth weren't loose at that time, so I didn't believe that I had it. I didn't agree with the dentist and everything, and I was eating fine. I didn't have no trouble back then. But, now I'm kind of in my 40-ish. By the time I got 40, things started becoming challenging. Eating has become a challenge. My grandmother and my mother and them, they've all lost theirs. Grandmother didn't even get dentures. She's been without teeth since she was 40. She's in her 80s now, and just eats things that are soft with her gums. And now I've got more loose teeth that need to come out. I mean, I've been to 5 different dentists and oral surgeon. They all want to pull everything. You cannot have cavities and still have to have your teeth pulled, because everything is below the gum line. And it's no fun. But it's no fun to eat when you're limited and you can't chew food very well. And then there's no dental clinic in this area, in this county, and the surrounding counties said that they won't accept me because I'm not a resident of their county. And then the dental school that's a couple hours away said it's nice, $72 a tooth, and that's the cheapest to just have them pulled. So, but that's still over $2,000 to just have them pulled, and that's nothing else beyond that. And then there's another place a couple hours away. They said they'll go according to my income. So I'm going to try them and see what they say, because I know I'm probably not speaking very well. I mean, I'm sorry if you're not enjoying this video, but I'm just being truthful, being honest with you about challenges that I've been facing and still facing somewhat, and I'm hoping 2017 will be a turnaround for my mouth, get this taken care of finally. That's one goal for the year, is to finally have this issue settled for good, because who likes to bleed in their mouth constantly and not be able to really eat very well? So I've got a couple goals. There's that. Work on my fitness level some more. There's several. If you are interested, you can do your own thing. And look, if you need motivation to get in shape physically, I encourage you, search out those transformation challenges. There's several of them going on. Different companies are offering these challenges in these contests that you get money. I mean, if you're successful in transforming your body. And so there's a couple of us doing that. So I'm going to do that. And that, hey, who knows? It could help pay for all the dental stuff that needs to be done for me, right? So, yeah. As long as I keep these in my mouth till then, because I don't think they're going to want a spokesperson that doesn't have any teeth. So I want to encourage you to do the best you can at what you can do. No matter what your problem is, keep going, keep trying, don't give up. And that's what I'm looking to do. I want to keep going, keep pressing forward. But the biggest goal of all, other than reading a chapter of the Bible every day, because you'll have 365 chapters done if you read a chapter a day. Another one, other than a spiritual goal, is relationship building. And having that positive attitude and being encouragement to your family. So another goal I have that is probably my most challenging but most important is building the relationships in my life and making them better than they were. Because if you're in a negative relationship and you're in relationships that are falling apart, it's hard to lose weight, it's hard to eat, hard to sleep, it's hard to be successful if you're just having difficult relationships. So work on those relationships. And if you're in some negative ones that you're able to get out of them. I mean, if you have to. But if you're married and you're having a difficult relationship, try to do something. Do something different. Examine those things that may be causing conflict in the relationship. Do just whatever you're doing that's not working, stop doing that. Maybe that's it. I'm speaking also to myself, and there's things I got to stop doing and start doing differently. And so I think I really want to work on that relationship building thing and make things better instead of worse. And maybe everything else will fall into place after that. You build that strong relationship, then everything else will get better. Yes, I think that's almost it for the goal setting for 2017. Shorter goals possibly for the monthly. Break your resolutions down to monthly goals. Achievable. Make sure they're achievable, that you can accomplish them, because you don't want something that's totally crazy. Make sure they're activity based. Say you want to walk a mile a day. Instead of saying I want to lose 5 pounds this month, say let me walk a day, once a mile a day, or let me start my day off with a glass of water, or stop eating after 7 p.m. or let me go to bed a little bit earlier and wake up earlier so I could get a little push-ups in before I go to work. Just little things sometimes can make a big impact. Cutting out soda. I did that 4 years ago. I gave up soda totally and I lost 40 pounds. I don't think it's because just of that, but 40 pounds just by giving up soda in 1 year, that's a pretty big deal. So you may want to, and that's not changing my eating. That was just saying, hey, I'd rather eat my calories than drink them. So I've got my water, and drink some water. That's what we need to do, is make sure it's clean water, because there's a lot of bad water around this area. Let me see, what else did we want to talk about? So I've discussed what I accomplished this past year, and what were the challenges that I faced, and then I discussed some upcoming goals for the year that I have: the reading the Bible, the relationship building, of course weight loss is something that I'm breaking down into activities by strength training. And every day, not every day, she has me down, I think, 4 days a week of strength training and everything. Oh, and I want to build up a business, my business stuff, training clients and helping other women that struggle with their weight and encourage them, maybe be a positive person in their life, in your life, that will help you get stronger, healthier, and motivate you to do better. So, yeah, that's another thing. I got my certification this past year, so that's another good thing that happened in 2016. I did get certified as a trainer. Now I just need clients, right? Yeah. And I know there's a lot of online training people, sites that will train you, even some of them for free right now, especially with New Year's. But the one thing they lack is that personal thing, where how are they going to spot you if you have incorrect form? I've seen too many people, even at the gym, get on machines and do them incorrectly. I've seen them do their squats totally unsafe and incorrectly. You could hurt your knees if you do squats incorrectly. And so a personal trainer will watch for that if you have one with you. And another thing, a personal trainer that is in person, face to face, is if you have a blood sugar issue, a blood pressure issue, or whatever, they can watch for signs and get you the help that you need. Plus, we're all CPR and first aid certified, and they can watch for those things that you're doing that could hurt you. That if you, I mean, hey, even at the gym, there's people that have heart attacks, and if it weren't for the AED and someone CPR certified, if you're working alone, what if you fall and get hurt? You know, an internet-based trainer, it can't rescue you if you get injured while working out. So if you're thinking about getting a personal trainer and you want to do one of these online training things, that's great. Include it. I'm doing one right now. Do that. That's good. It's good. But meet up with a regular personal trainer that will work with you on that. Let them know what program, if you already have a personal trainer and you're doing an online program as well, or vice versa, whatever, tell them, okay, I'm doing this program, and you have it recorded. Can you help me make sure I'm doing this right? And you could just, like, I know with my thing I'm doing with this online Jamie Easton's program, I could go to my gym and I could get one of the personal trainers there to check my form on these, and I could just bring up the list of what exercises I'm supposed to do and say, am I doing this right? And they would do it for me. So a good personal trainer will work with you with that. If you're wanting to have the combination of an online separate trainer like that you find online, and you want also the benefits of a real life personal trainer, an in-person face-to-face personal trainer in that aspect would be willing to probably meet with you. You wouldn't need, if you're doing the online thing too, I would at least meet with them once a month or once every 3 months to check in with, because they could give you another, do your body fat measurement and make sure you're doing it accurately and that you're being honest and accountable. Because sometimes on these online training sites and stuff, they're great, but sometimes you're not going to be truthful. And if you're taking your own body fat, sometimes it's good to have somebody else just double check it to see what it's about. Even though it says that you should have the same person do your body fat measurement every time, and all of them's not 100% accurate. There is going to be, give or take, a few percentage points on the body fat thing. So if I do your body fat, it's going to vary, and it's not. So like I said, what it told me my body fat thing was this morning, that can vary. It's probably closer to 31, but I wouldn't say it's exactly 31 like the trainer said the other day. But again, if you're doing an online fitness program and you go to a gym as well, right? if you do an online fitness program, stop. Don't stop that program. Keep doing that program, but go to your gym and talk to a trainer there and ask them, see about meeting with them for one session, just to go through the program with them. And if they're a good trainer, they're not going to feel bad. They're not going to judge you because you're doing this one program. They're going to help you. They're not going to make it. They're not going to a good one. I'm not going to tell you stop doing that online program. You only need a real person, face-to-face trainer, and try to get you to hire me. I'm going to say, oh, that's great. Let's look at that program and make sure you're doing it right. Now, if it's an unhealthy program, if it's trying to get you to do something that's crazy, insane, that is unhealthy, like if that online training program tells you to cut out certain foods that, other than sugar, if they tell you to, I don't know, there's so many crazy things out there. If they try to promote certain products instead of just healthy eating, which you can find at MyFitnessPal, you can do, there's so many places, that you could get healthy. You know how to eat. Nobody needs to tell you to stop eating sugar or processed food. You already know that. You don't need me to tell you to stop eating processed foods. But if your online trainer is encouraging you to do something that is not safe or healthy, like taking certain chemicals that's supposed to help build up muscle, there are certain things that are healthy. But if you're going to see a personal trainer face-to-face in combination with your online training, that personal trainer face-to-face will help you do better and encourage you in your fitness routine that you're doing, and not put it down unless it's going to be unhealthy for you. So I want to encourage you, stay focused on your goals, change up things if you need to make yourself better. Sometimes self-discipline is the hardest thing to do, but you can do this. But yeah, check out those websites. There's several of them. I'm not going to name them off, but you could Google them. Transformation challenges with prize money. Just do a Google search. Weight loss competitions, all that good stuff. A lot of them are about 12 weeks long, but I need to quit. I've already been on here over 20 minutes, and you're probably tired of seeing me. Comment below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and give me some feedback on what you thought about this video. And I hope that you will have a great, blessed new year with much success. In Jesus' name, amen.